Unscripted, unshackled, uncouth.
What you're about to hear is for more mature audiences only.
It's Miguel and Holly, Uncensored.
Hello. Welcome to Miguel and Holly Uncensored, our off-air podcast that we do 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You can also hear our Sunday sessions. Holly, how did yours go this past Sunday?
It was good. I cried. So that's always fun.
Yeah. What'd you cry about?
It was in sort of 2 parts. I cried about my mom. That was some of the info on the second part of the podcast, but it was good. I talked about my fiance's bipolar and how the last month or so has been at our house, which is to say he's been on a bit of a roller coaster. But we took some memos. I had 2 good memos, and then I talked about my mom. And feeling like I'm not even sure I know who she was, really. Because it's when you grow up having to be someone for her, someone else, do you ever know the real person and vice versa? So anyway, it was I liked it. I felt good about that episode once I dropped it.
Good. We'll have to take a listen to it if you have not. We're going to have 2 things I want to bring to the table to kick us off with. The first one is a little spicy for a Monday show.
Oh.
But this is in the prep today. My Miguel's leftovers we didn't get a chance to talk about. Plus, I was like, it feels like a little bit too much on a Monday morning on the show, but on the podcast. Hey. Oh. So this is from Read My Lips by Debbie Herbenick, PhD.
Okay.
We know that men exhibit tinting when they sleep. Do y'all know what that is?
You said tinting?
Tenting.
Yeah.
Tenting?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we put up a tent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get a little.
Yep. And now we find out that women get sexually aroused when they slumber as well. Waking up in a state of arousal or mid-orgasm is entirely natural and can happen even without a sex dream. The reason is that deep REM sleep is associated with increased blood flow to the genitalia for both sexes, which is why men often experience nighttime tinting, and women find themselves awakening to the strong waves of an orgasm.
Oh,
Okay.
Holly?
can you confirm?
I just want to know why they said we just figured this out. Like, could you ask any woman anywhere and they'll be like, well, obviously.
Yeah. I
Like,
mean, is this...
who is just now? They're like, we should figure this out about women. No,
Well,
yes, of
apparently,
course.
Dr. Debbie Herbenick.
Dr. Debbie's like, I feel like it happened to her. And she's like, we got to look into this.
We need to study it.
There needs to be a study. Yes. Although I will say, I mean, it's happened to me, but only in I feel like it's in tandem with some kind of sexual dream also. Because I have definitely had sexy time dreams, and then I wake up and I'm like, oh no.
Oh.
Damn it. And you can't get back to that. You can't put yourself back in there. Unlike with a scary dream where it seems like you just fall back into the scary dream. Never do you fall back into the sexy dream. So if I ever wake up to that, I'm always like, damn it. Because it's for me, it doesn't ever finish really. It gets going.
Gets the engine revved up.
Gets your blood pumping.
Yeah.
And then it's just a total tease because you wake up and you're like, oh, all right, well, never mind. So it's kind of a tease.
Have you ever rolled over and, looked at your fiance and been like, the blood is flowing, girl, let's do it? Or you just go, this moment's going to pass?
No, because weirdly, it doesn't usually happen in the middle of the night for me. It either happens when I'm about to wake up and then have to get up for work anyway. And that's not even as frequently as it usually happens to me when I'm napping. And by the way, I'm talking about this like this happens all the time. It really doesn't. I'm talking about maybe 3 times a year.
Oh, okay. So this isn't every Monday you wake up and you're like,
No, I wish it was more often because it's fun when it happens. But it really is very few and far between. And anytime it's happened, it's almost always during a nap dream. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because I'm only going through like one cycle of sleep before I'm waking up from a nap.
And how long do you nap, Holly, normally?
It depends, especially since I started taking Wellbutrin. I can't really nap that long anymore. So my naps are anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour tops. I'm definitely not napping longer than an hour, but it's nice when I can nap for an hour and then I wake up and I'm like, that was lovely. I do feel like any more than that, I will be in that state of grogginess where it feels like you don't even know what universe you're in. So no, I've never rolled over and been like, "Hey, how you doing?"
With that hot breath.
Yeah, with my hot stank breath. No. Probably. I'm sure he wishes I would, but that's not really how it works out.
I know. I always feel like in the mornings, if we're ever like getting in the mood, and Abe will be like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Let me go brush my teeth real quick." I know, because usually it's on the weekend, so I'm like, whatever drinks or things we did yesterday, I'm like, I'm sure this isn't the most attractive.
I know. I always feel like
over the next day.
If neither of us brush our teeth, though, I'm like, well, it's even. But he
kind of cancels
always
it out.
goes, yes, and then he'll like get up, and I'm like, oh, maybe he's peeing, and then I'm like, are you brushing your teeth? And he's like, and I'm like, now I gotta get up and brush my teeth, and then I'm like, the mood is ruined. Now it's basically we might as well just not. And so I'm like, if we both have stank breath, can't we just do it anyway? No,
Save that.
Can't do it. Gotta brush.
Oscar is very sensitive to smells, and so the same thing in the morning. If I don't brush my teeth, then it's not going on. It's not. It's very rare.
Right.
But yeah, more of a morning person as well.
Yeah.
Very much that. Only been a few times where we've done it before work. It's normally weekends.
Wait, you've actually done the full kit and caboodle before waking up for a morning show?
The full kit and caboodle.
Girl, how? That is wild to me.
I'm telling you, it doesn't happen often. It's rare. But the last time I'll tell you when it happened was when we were living in Uptown, which was, it's been a while. So I'm going to tell you, yeah, girl, I get it all the time. No.
Like that? Like, how does that even happen? Because, like, I am in such a, like, shitty mood that if Abe tried to be like, hey, let me send you off on a good day, I'd be like, get off of me. Like, absolutely not.
I'm naturally a physical touch person. Like, that's my love language. So even with friendships too, like I'll always be hugging you or like giving you a little massage in your back or whatever. And it's nothing like that, but with my person, of course, like I'll roll over, give him a hug. The tent's been tented. The tent be tented. And it's poking. So, that's how it goes.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't want to do it at that hour. On the weekends, I would like to. I'm more of a morning person on the weekends, but before work, I think it has happened exactly one time. And it was probably like 3 years ago. So I don't even remember. But yeah, I would not be able to.
No, I don't think we've ever before the show, before waking up.
You should make it like a bucket list thing. Like one time, just try for it.
Maybe the day before retirement, I will go, let's do it. Let's send me off with a bang.
Literally.
Some cobwebs, girl.
Well, so for you, Kelvin, with this whole the sweet dreams, have you ever woken up like having some sort of erotic dream and then you're just like, yes, I'm ready?
No. Have I woken up from an erotic dream like pitching the tent? Yeah, absolutely. But then continued it in real life with Oscar? No, that feels like cheating or something. I don't know. That feels weird.
Interesting.
Yeah, like I'm using my thing that I was aroused by someone else that I had in my dream and then use it on my husband. I don't know. I would feel weird about that.
So if you had a dream where, like, let's say after seeing Sinners, one night, and you're like, that's the last thing you think about is, ooh, Michael B. Jordan. Yes. And so then your dream is with Michael B. Jordan, and then you happen to wake up, you would be like, nope, because it was about Michael B. Jordan and not about Oscar. You'd feel weird about that?
I guess not. I guess because there's a celebrity filter on it, then yeah, I guess I wouldn't.
But if it was like a friend,
yeah, that would feel weird because I would still be a little disheveled, or maybe it depends which friend. But I would feel a little
wait, let's go back to that.
Well, no, that's just saying like there's attractive friends. You know what I mean? There's sex dreams sometimes where you're just like, why am I doing this with you? Like, that's weird. I've had dreams where I'm getting married to my best friend, and that made me feel uncomfortable, So it's kind of like that. Like, of course, if it's an attractive friend, I would feel like I'm cheating on Oscar, waking up aroused from that to use on him. If it's a celebrity, then I don't care.
I see what you mean. I can get to. I follow the points.
Right.
What if the dream was about me?
I would text you and I'd be like, "We have a show topic." That's how that would go.
That's weird.
That's how that would
I
go.
have never ever had a dream about Miguel ever.
No, Holly, you've never.
No, I have not.
I didn't float into your brain one night.
I can't imagine. That's like having a dream about your brother, and then you're just like, oh no.
Can you imagine? I just come in through the back door and I'm like, "Hey, Holly, you know this has been years in the making, girl. Yeah."
Put it in her mind. Put it in her mind. Imagine it. Slow kiss. Yes.
Literally, there's a block. I can't. Like
Do it
I
for the
pictured
fandom.
the door, and I picture you walking in the door. But every time you walk in the door, you're like, "Hey!"
So like I've got like some fried chicken. I'm like, "I'm here to eat, girl."
My brain will not compute. It
Oh,
won't.
God.
It won't go to that. It won't. That's not a route that's accessible. I
Do
don't
it for
know.
charity.
Yes.
Charity. Jeez. What? No.
Oh my God. What if like iHeart was like, okay, we want to do like the ultimate stunt. Like right before your contract's up, we just want to see if we can get one big ratings boost. So y'all got to do it.
What?
I'm sorry. That is a Steven question. What? You've been spending time with him? You've been on the phone with him?
Why are you
we
thinking
did
of this?
We did talk last week, so maybe that's why.
That's why. That is not even a Miguel
Good
question. That is a
Lord.
Steven Kramer question.
On your bisexual era.
No.
So wait, are you asking what would you do if iHeart said, "Hey, in order for us to pay you out the rest of your contract, y'all have to have sex"? Is that what you're asking?
I have to film. It's like an OnlyFans, but like for iHeart employees.
Oh my God.
Yes. Oh no! First of all, I would sue them.
Right. I mean, yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could. I really don't know if I could do it.
I couldn't.
I just don't think like
No.
I would be too. It would be a trauma. Like
Right.
I wouldn't. I'd be like, you know what? Keep your fucking money.
Yeah. No, there's just like no way like that could.
I
But-
just don't think.
That's why I find, as I've gotten older and like thinking about acting and like when you look at like a sex scene or something like that, and even though it's mechanical and it's, it's work,
Yeah,
it still has to be somewhat weird to like.
because you're not a robot.
Right. So like I was watching Baby Girl a few weeks ago
Oh, yeah.
with Nicole Kidman, and they're very intimate, they're very sensual. And I'm like, she had to meet this man in a room, this actor, and be like, "Oh, it's so nice to meet you," whatever his name is, and then be like, "All right, you're going to have me on the ground doing things to my body, and I'm going to simulate an orgasm." Like that, like there has to be a level of weirdness to that.
There has to be. I would assume, as I'm in the belief that maybe they dissociate a little bit.
You gotta
Maybe-
disconnect a little.
Yeah, maybe there's just like a compartmentalization that happens in your brain,
Right.
because otherwise, I don't know. Like I would love, and I know that they've probably talked to actors about this. Like they've probably gone in depth about some actor that's done sex scenes about how does it work for you.
Right.
But I just can't wrap my mind around, especially like it would be one thing if you're single as an actor, but
Right.
like if you're married, how?
Like, does Keith Urban look at that movie Baby Girl and like there's this one scene where Nicole Kidman, I mean, I don't know if there's ever been a closer simulation of a orgasm than Nicole Kidman on that ground in that hotel room. And I was just like I was uncomfortable watching it because I love Nicole Kidman so much. And I was just like, I feel like I'm saying something I shouldn't be saying. Like
Right.
it's so intense and it's so real. Is Keith Urban watching that being like, that's my baby?
Get it,
Right. Right.
Look at her. Give her the Oscar, girl.
Right. How is that working? How if you're Keith Urban, do you even watch it?
Right.
Could you even watch it?
Like,
She's been in the game for so long, though. You know what I
I
mean?
know.
Right.
I know.
She's done so many things. She's become so many characters. It's kind of
She's
I don't know
great.
if it's comparable, but with us, like we have so many Charlotte people doing, our radio segments when we help them out, and then
Right.
we'll have people that go up to us and be like, "Can you believe this happened?" And we're like, "We do that. We do this every day." You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's kind of the same thing. You're able to just disconnect.
mm,
I want to know. I really actually would love to know if Keith Urban watches Nicole Kidman's sex scenes.
yeah. Like,
Because how does he get through it?
if
Is he like pretending it's him
mm.
instead of the actor?
See, I don't know, because I feel like, especially in that movie Baby Girl, because the actor, like the whole premise is that it's this young intern guy that, and Nicole Kidman, her character, and this young guy have this like dom sub relationship, where he's dominating her basically and trying to, because she's the CEO of this company. And so, like, I don't like, if that were Abe, if he were an actor, someone that's that young or like that good looking, I feel like I would have a hard time sitting there in the movie theater, like watching something that I feel like only I have seen
Right.
be on screen for everybody else.
That's the other level.
Yeah.
Now it's not just, the two of them that you gotta worry about.
Right.
Now you gotta worry about the whole entire world knows what we do in our bedroom time.
Right. Because like there's faces that I make when that happens that only Abe has seen.
Right.
Well, I mean, people in the past, yes, but that number's not very
Is
large.
it similar to?
But you know what?
What's your
Like,
body count?
Oh,
maybe your face was different because it probably wasn't as good.
that's true. That is true. That is
Not
true.
everybody's
It's
is
not
the same.
similar to when you're eating.
It's actually very similar.
Yeah.
Actually, y'all have seen it a lot now that I think about that.
That's good. Well, why would you ask? That's a stupid question. You ask stupid questions, you get stupid.
Everyone's seen that shit.
Girl, listen, you about to see it tonight. We're going to a place for my friend's birthday, so we're having chicken tenders that are really good. That face gonna be made tonight. Even the sounds too.
Oh
Oh.
So, like, Holly, if your fiance was like, I want to be an actor, and he was like, hey, he's worked his way up, and
Yeah.
now he's gonna star in this film, and it's gonna be with I don't know, who's someone his age that would be like an A-list actress.
We were actually talking about who were because we saw Titanic over the weekend. And so I was telling Maya, I'm like, so I'm gonna introduce you to Leonardo DiCaprio. He was it. He was it. And then she's like, oh, yes, you. And I'm like, yes, everybody. And so I asked my fiance, I was like, who was like the it girl? And oh my God, who did he say? He said Jennifer Love Hewitt, I think, was the girl back in the day.
Okay.
So if we're talking about people that are our age now, since I don't know, I guess I would go with Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Okay. So let's say, because I think she's on some CBS Paramount Plus show.
Right.
So let's say he booked a role for that and he played her love interest. And, after the season, he's like, all right, we're doing this really intense, intimate scene with Jennifer Love Hewitt and your fiance, where it's simulating. And this isn't like a, how like on CBS network shows, they'll like lay down and kiss and then it'll fade to black.
Yeah.
They're like, no, this is streaming. So we're going to show like,
He's pounding.
yeah. And like between her, like the whole kit and caboodle. Would you be okay with that?
Okay. So I'm trying to literally put all this together. I would be, it's not a flat out no off the bat, because I think I would be interested in watching him do that, but I would feel I'd be like,
this woman.
what if you get okay?
Get it.
No,
Yeah, get it.
That's not how she looks now. Pick a better picture.
That one.
That's how she used to look like.
Yeah.
She still looks good.
Yeah. Okay. So I would be like, What if you start to like Jennifer Love Hewitt more than me? That's what like the insecure part of me would feel probably.
Right, because at this point they've had to have probably
Like, look at
needed
the
to hang out.
Go back up. Look at it in the green dress.
Oh, her.
Yeah.
Oh, she was hot.
Yeah. And he was like, all right, I'm going to have an intimate scene with her with that.
I'd be like, well, what happens if you start to like sex with her better than you like it with me?
But it's not
And he'd
real.
be like, well, I don't. Like, I don't. I like you better. And I'd be like, yeah, but like, I don't know, what if? And then I would get nervous because I feel like you have to be a very, very, very confident person to not feel any type of way. And so now thinking back to my original question, maybe Keith Urban is so confident because he's like, have you seen me? I'm Keith Urban. Like, look what I do.
Right.
And like whatever on-screen dude, good luck, bro. I'm Keith Urban, my man. Like, so maybe it's a confidence level. Cause I'm telling you, like, I don't think I would be like immediately like, oh my God, get your hands off that woman. I'm not that way. I'm not like a jealous person, but I think I would start to get like maybe a couple little tickles of what if, like, am I good enough now?
Right.
That would probably be my secret inner saboteur.
I'd be like, I want to be on set. I want to see it happen. I want to make sure. I'm going to be in your trailer.
You want to be the intimacy coordinator.
Yes. Let me be there. Let me be in your trailer afterwards to make sure there's no continuation of what y'all just filmed. I need to be there.
Who would Abe film a scene with?
I'm trying to think. What year did you graduate high school?
Jonathan Bailey.
Yes, Jonathan Bailey.
Oh,
Dancing through life. Hair at the
no, you know what?
dust.
Jonathan Bailey, I'd be okay with. If it were Michael B. Jordan, I would have some serious issues.
I feel like you'd be jealous.
Yeah.
It's not you.
Right. I'm like, it's another black man
Right.
who is extremely more attractive than me, got them muscles, them lips. No, no.
See, that's
No,
what
I
it's
couldn't do
that
it.
insecure. There's somewhere in there's an insecurity button that maybe isn't pushed with everything. Because maybe Jonathan Bailey, you're like, I don't have anything to worry about with Jonathan Bailey. But Michael B.
I
Jordan.
think that's the key.
Yeah.
It's when you feel worried about something. Because there's been times where guys have hit on Oscar and I'm like, I'm not worried, girl. I trust and believe I'm not worried. And then there's been like real attractive people and it's given me the shakes. So it just depends.
It just depends on it. I think it is our own insecurities. It's like tagging some inner part of us that is insecure.
Right.
Because like if somebody ever says a comment, like if we're out, I don't remember, there was a lady who was very interested in my fiance. And I was like, okay, look at her. She's trying to, because like, you look good. And I was not like, I literally was not pressed at all. I was like, that's right. That's my man. Okay. But I would feel like if it was somebody that we're going to interact with a lot, and maybe I think that person is very attractive. Now I'm a little concerned because I feel like it might be competition.
Clock that. Gay World 101.
Yes. Yeah, like if Abe were an actor and he was like, I just got the starring role in this new gay rom-com where I'm playing opposite of Michael B. Jordan, where I'm falling for him. It's like a like a gay Hallmark Christmas movie. I would be like,
not a gay Hallmark Christmas movie. Oh no! Like somebody's selling Christmas trees on a Christmas tree farm. Michael B. Jordan.
Yes.
Abe is the big city guy.
He moves back and then he stumbles through the gates of the Christmas tree farm. And then Michael B. Jordan's like, well, here there, little fella, let me help you get this on your car.
And Michael B. Jordan's like, and you could take me to any restaurant you want. I'll eat whatever.
Oh, bitch. Absolutely not. Nope.
They feed each other in one scene.
Like octopus.
Chicken tenders.
Not chicken tenders.
Your favorite foods.
Not your favorite. Like something that Abe loves that you won't eat.
Like, yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Seafood or
I'm
something.
saying like they can go to a seafood buffet.
Go a crab boil together.
That's it. They go.
And Abe is like really happy. He's like, this is what I've always wanted.
Oh my God.
Takes place in Louisiana.
Yes.
Now they're at a crab boil, and yep, that's what happened.
And then like Michael B. Jordan's buttery fingers like goes to wipe something off of Abe's face. And then he's like licks his finger. I'd be like,
Why
Nope.
are we doing
Abe
this
goes,
to poor
"Thanks."
Miguel? Why? We're like
you.
creating Miguel's worst
I
nightmare.
know.
Why
Now
are
I'm
we
fucking.
doing this?
Now I'm pissed. I'm gonna
Oh no!
now I'm gonna text Abe and be like, "How are you, bitch?"
See, don't let it do that. Don't let it carry over.
Oh,
Because
man.
one time my fiance had a bad dream about me. I was like making out with somebody or like doing stuff with somebody, and he woke up mad at me.
Oh.
And I was like, no, I was not doing anything. I was in this bed. And it took him a
Mm-mm.
minute. Now, I think he might have been in an episode. This was a few years ago. So that was probably why.
Yeah.
But I was like, stop it. And so just for Abe's defense, you be nice to him.
No, look at this.
Mhm.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Mm.
I'm mad.
He's pulled up, in
That's
case
a
you're just listening,
man.
he's pulled up photos of Michael B. Jordan just to make himself more mad,
Can you
I think.
type in shirtless?
Mm-hmm.
These
Absolutely.
are boring.
Yo,
Like the face goes great, but you know,
Oh!
there we go.
He's making out with this. Yeah.
yeah. But they're at the crab boil.
They're at
And
the
they've
crab
taken
boil.
and it's hot. It's hot outside. So they take their shirts off.
Oh!
The butter just drips down that peck.
I'm pissed. We can't watch any more Michael B. Jordan movies in my house.
Imagine what Haley Steinfeld's now husband felt
Are they married?
doing Sinners. Yeah, they just got married actually this weekend.
Oh, wow.
And just how flirty they
Yeah.
were on like the interviews for Sinners and things like that. Oof.
Yeah, no, I shut it down.
Well, you realize, and you have to also look at this part of the situation, right? So many actors end up in a relationship with someone that they're on film set with, or cheating with somebody that they're on a film set with, because I think it's not a normal thing to just shut off your emotions. Because to be a good actor, you have to really put it all into it. You have to transform into that character. And now you're transformed into falling in love with this person. So, I mean, I was singing Wicked earlier, but look what happened with Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater.
Remember Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie
Brad Pitt and
with Jennifer
Angelina
Aniston? I
Jolie,
mean, that's the classic, you know.
Yes, it happens more than you would think. The other one that came to mind is Leanne Rimes, because I think she was in a movie with that Eddie what's-his-face, who was a very hot man. And that they both left their people. And I would say that, yeah, it happens more often than not. I would do a Google search to find out who did it, but it's a thing.
Now I'm gonna have a dream about it. I'm gonna dream about it. I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow.
See,
like
don't
this
be
is
mad.
gonna be a bad week. We're done.
Oh,
God.
we're shutting down the
We're done. I'm
So
mad.
fuck our weekend.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Who cares? It was fine.
Yeah, honestly.
That's
yeah.
fine.
I didn't do anything.
I went to a pool. That's
We did dance recital. It's no big deal.
I literally went to a pool and that's it.
That's fine. I'm pissed. All right. Kelvin, how can people find you on social media?
At Kelvin Live, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. I promise you it'll be so worth it. It's just me.
Holly?
Radio Holly
Did I sell it?
on Instagram and TikTok. And it's also so worth it.
Mine is somewhat worth it, I think. At Miguel Fuller on Instagram, TikTok. I have a couple of funny reels that I filmed with Abe before he left town to go work, not with Michael B. Jordan.
Let's hope Michael B. Jordan doesn't show up in Buffalo.
Girl, what would you do if I got on Twitter and there was like, oh, Michael B. Jordan spotted in Buffalo, New York this week filming a movie. And then Abe was like, oh, look who I ran into in downtown Buffalo. I'd be like, get back here now.
The chair in the studio would be the movie where it's just spinning. The chair is just spinning and like everything is just like you're on a plane already. Like you're on an American Airlines flight 375.
Or Concorde. You know,
Or,
buy
yeah.
whatever he can.
I get to Concord
Spirit.
Airport.
Girl, I'll be there in a heartbeat.
Plane! Yes.
All right. At Miguel Fuller, we will see you all on Wednesday. Bye.